Let's go now to our guest, Javed Ali. He's a law professor at the University of Michigan. After a career as a senior official in the US intelligence community, he joins me from Ann Arbor in Michigan. Thanks for your time. So Javed, Zelensky will finally get this US air defense Patriot system. He's been asking for it for a really long time. Do you think it will make a real difference in the war now?
Well, great to be with you this evening. And it sounds like President Zelensky will get some of what he had requested previously from the U.S. government, to include this one Patriot air defense system. But it's only one system, and one system alone is not going to overnight turn the tide of Ukraine's air defense or capabilities to shoot down Russian rockets or airplanes. It'll have a small impact, but it won't be a game changer unless several of these systems are deployed. And not only is there the transfer of the equipment, but then Ukrainians have to be trained on how to use them, and that takes time as well. So none of this is going to happen overnight. And even with the one system going forward, it will be effective, but only in a limited way, because it can't cover large swaths of territory.
Zelensky did sort of joke at that press conference there that once he had got one air defense system, he would keep asking Biden for more and more. So he is certainly looking for more defense systems there. Now, Biden has been really careful to sort of only supply defense systems and not offensive systems to try and not, provoke Putin and Russia. Do you think he's walking that line well?
Yeah, it's always a fine line in a military conflict like this. The U.S. has previously supplied these very powerful artillery systems called HIMARS that have been able to launch strikes deep into Russian positions in Ukrainian held territory, that have had an effect on the Russian campaign. And those, I would argue, are not defensive systems. Those are offensive systems designed to strike targets downrange somewhere. So the U.S. has shown a capacity to provide some advanced weaponry that could be in this gray zone of either offensive or defensive. But President Zelensky, as you noted earlier, has asked for much more. He's asked for tanks, other heavy equipment. He's even put in a request for airplanes and helicopters. The U.S. has not transferred any of those capabilities yet. I find it highly unlikely that it will, but still, the U.S. has provided some things that have had a pretty dramatic effect on the battlefield, and more of an offensive capability than a purely defensive one.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. That's Javed Ali from the University of Michigan.